Hey guys, I know you're gonna be tired of this by soon, but here's some of the chicks. So I figured out that Mama loves blueberries. She doesn't care for corn on the cob, even though the internet says they do. Nope, lied. I got my window over here. I gotta give myself a break. I'm already sweating, it's already hot. Oh, I've already had two escape out, two babies, because they fit right through those big holes. But you know what? I left my little chicken wire back at the house, so I got to go over there in a minute and get them. But no, the thingy says that they love fresh corn on the cob. Okay, so they do not like strawberries or carrots. Okay, good to know. They pecked a little on the corn, not much because I see corn over there. So, and then you see that white thing? It's like, I don't know. Do mamas still try to lay eggs, but lay egg poop? I don't know. So obviously got to think about that. So, well, this is my tire. Supposed to be 2, but I had an incident. I was right there because I had the 4-wheeler, the Gator, backed up here because that's usually where I work, but the sun's out, so I can't do it. So I got to work inside the coop because I don't know. I think it's 10ish or 9ish. Let's see. We did 7, 8, 9, 9:30, 10. Anyway, I was offloading it. Had it sitting on the side of the Gator. It was perfectly fine. I wheeled this one in here, and when I looked back, ba-doom, 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 ba-doom. The tire's down there somewhere. I mean, it went down this hill. I tried to grab it, but it's too late. I mean, you know, it doesn't look like it's, well, you can see it is slanty. But it's too late. It's already gained momentum. Did not fall down one time, just kept rolling. So it rolled down, went between the trees, over the driveway, and somewhere down there. So, anyway, so much for that. But I looked up there a minute ago when I went to get the window. I think there's one more of these up underneath like 3 other tires. Because, you know, I don't think I can handle out there. See, these are my bug bites. And that's with spray. And I had to put I call them sneaker tennis shoes on because it's just too hot. I can't handle it. I know, I'm telling you, I'm an Eskimo. Uh-oh, they're pecking at the chicken. At the corn. So, I know, this might just be my little oasis over here. I know. So I gotta think about how I'm gonna take this, because see, as you could tell, this is one section that came, that, you know, supposed to attach on the end of this thing. But I opened the one side gate and screwed it to there. Now I got to see, I don't know, I got to get this part enclosed here and then put chicken wire all around there so those little magicians can't get out, because, you know, there's a reason why they have these little things and that big chicken wire, which is over there. But I left the stick and wire cutters in the house too. And I have little rolls of this. I left that over there. So, because I got to get it to where they can have a little more roaming room, but yet can't escape. So I can get them situated so I can work on doing the rest, because I've got to be able to make it so I can put my other tire in here, which is going to be over there somewhere, to put my ridge beams on to make the roofy thing. I know. Oh my hot. And I've only been out here for an hour, and I have a sweatband on. Yes, I did. I have tank top, I have shorts, and my tennis sandals, whatever. I know that fit perfect in there, but I still got to put my tall post in there, which stupid me was supposed to put one tall one right there, the 8-footer. So I don't know. I might have to unscrew it and put an 8-footy back in there. So, like I said, I gotta sit down and think for a minute and get my water. And you hear? My neighbor's cutting her grass. Anyway, so I'll see y'all. I know y'all gonna be tired of chickens before it's all said and done with. But I will be back later and show you what the heck I've scratched my head, my butt, arm, nose, whatever, and come up with. So, I know. Can you see? There's a little bitty plane in the air up there. And the dogs. Jake does not like the chickens. So, he's out there on the porch with his head propped up. I did bring a fan outside for them. And, because it is 76 already in the shade. It's supposed to go to 80 flipping 5. And then in 3 days, up in the 90s. Come on, people. But yesterday, all three of them in there. There was Rusty next to him, then Jake, then Molly, and then, you know, little girl, she can't go on top. She's on the bottom. All right, well, I will see y'all later. I know I love that chirp, chirp, chirp. So let me cool off for a bit and then get the next game plan going. Bye. Okay, guys, so after I sat down, Mama came over here and started pecking on the corn cob, and the chicks are all over it. So I guess they're gonna enjoy it. But you know, it does say corn in the summer is supposed to be a treat because it's high in carbs. Oh, that's why us fatties like it. And but to definitely use it in the winter because it gives them more energy, and then as a treat in the summer. I know. I've been having to read a lot, but my legs itching, so I have to sit down. Because, yeah, anyway. I know. I'm enjoying this. So can't they just stay little all the time, but then have to worry about the chicken hawks and crap? But anyway. But I did pick 2 of them up because, like I said, 2 escaped. When Mama had a conniption fit. And I was going to put him in through the hole above. But I was like, no. She looked at me like that rooster did before he was going to attack me. And I was like, nope, not a good idea. So I put him on the side where the bigger gate thingies are. And they went right on in. And she was like, oh, okay, maybe you're not so bad. I know, woman. I'm the one that's been feeding you since December. Oh. And I'm trying to take real good care of you and your babies. I don't want any of them to die. And, you know, New York neighbors like Lauren, she's like, well, you know you're going to lose a few. I'm like, no, I can't. I got to start with 10, got to end with 10 of hers. And then, like I said, once I get all this finished, I got to go get the rest of the gang. But now we're on, let's see, last night was night 2, because they have to be 3 nights and 4 days minimum, but I'm going to do 4 nights and 5 days because it's going to take me that long to finish their little area before I let them out in that much space. And hopefully I'll have, you know, that part covered and everything. But I know. Anyway. Sorry. Y'all, they're too stinking cute. Maybe I'll just be the chicken laying lady. I know after they get a little bit bigger, I'm going to look at their wings and see if I can tell, because I saw on Whatcha Dinky YouTube, Pinterest, that if you open their wings, depending on how they're formed, if it's boy or girl. So, well, I'm going to see if that's true. All right, guys, I know. I got to get some water. Give myself a few more minutes to think and then start making some noise. I know they hate all the sawing and stuff, but I got to get it done. And let me tell you, trying to drill with one of them electric power drill things, because you only have one drill, so you got to open the thingy up, put the drill bit in, and then drill your hole to hold the thing in place, because otherwise it falls between gravity and the hill. And it does hurt on your foot. And then I come back and with the regular drill bit one and drill my 3-inch screws into there. And as you can tell, that one hanging out right there. I was too tired last night. I couldn't push anymore. I'm getting like tennis elbow. I'm telling you, you really need to have some upper strength and body strength, and you definitely need room to get behind the drill to drill it. And well, you know. Okay, I know enough wah-wah, but I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. Okay, so I know this is the mini coop, but these aren't even 10 by 10 squares. I'm sorry. Mama Chicken requires more than a 10 by 10 hole. I mean, these are not designed for, I don't care what Amazon says. So this is what I had put them in the first night, in here, and she, you know, scooched in there. And so I took the dividers out, and since last night she hunched down in this corner because her chickens couldn't get up there and weren't smart enough to use the ladder, I went and got, I know, I've made like 5 trips to the house because of course you know, I had to go to the bathroom. So I went and got this wooden drawer from the, my doorknob's not, my knobby's loose. Okay, I got this drawer from that cat, new catio thing or feeding spot that I made. So I did that, got another nesting thing, and then I'm gonna put one of the dividers on here and one of the dividers back there, you know, up a little higher, so that way she has a little protection in the evening, because it does get cold. And then my neighbor Lawrence said it'd take probably a week for the babies to figure out how to use that little ramp. So anyway, so that's what I'm getting ready to build for her. And then I'm going to repair the water thingy jiggy. I got my parts, so I'm going to repair that so that way they have water, because I know, well, I mean, this is what I'm using is the grown chicken water bowl, but the little baby chicks have a hard time getting to it. So I got to fix that so they can reach it. Then I went and got, oh, well, it is buried, my small grid. I mean, it's only 12 inches, but hey, it'll work. And then my smaller roll of chicken wire, which is like 25 inches. So 2 foot of that. But that will get my inside little thing I'm getting ready to do done. And I got my long 4-foot one by 50 feet. So that will be able to get the front and the side and the back done. I know. But anyway, I know. And I'm sorry if y'all are bored with this, but, well, this is what Candaces must do. Oh, y'all look at them. Oh my God. I know. They're having so much fun on the corn cob, which is great because, you know, it gives them less time to try to escape. But I got to fix it because, yeah. All right, so I'll show you on the next one. I should have a few of these things done and moving on to the next one. And then, yeah, I measured, and I do have a second one of those tractor tires. Why we only have 3, I don't know. Maybe John lost one down the hill years ago. I don't know, but I know I got one down there. So they're basically going to go in the middle. That's what I was thinking, in the middle of here, and then I'm going to put my 8-foot post in there. I have 30-minute drying concrete so I can set them, but of course I have to get this moved and completed in order to put the other tire in the middle to set it with concrete, because, well, you know, this is all in the way. Oh, and my leg is itching. Something fierce bit me. Anyway, I don't know what the heck that was I just heard. Anyway. Okay, now I promise I'll be back in a little while. Bye, guys. All right, guys. Well, I screwed the little sides in. Luckily, I had little screws because I couldn't figure out how to use the electronic staple nailer that claims it takes the size nails I got. Oh wait, it says nails? Oh, it does both? Well, yes, I did read the instructions, plugged it in, tried all the good stuff, loaded it. It didn't work. So now I gotta walk over there, make sure my outlet's plugged in all the way. So I gave up. I just used the little screws. So now we're gonna put our little nesting pad in there. Oops, that's right. I have this. I know it's not quite the right size, but oh well. It can tuck in and it can be fluffed and all that good stuff. Oh, you're not even watching, because I'm watching myself. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to see what the heck I was doing. So, there's a little nesting bed for that chicken and her babies that's going to go down below. So, I will show you what it looks like as soon as I get it in there. I know, because Candace didn't think about reaching over to get in there. I know that's another problem. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got the little box in there. Because like I said, Mama will fly up there, but the little chickies won't go. So I don't know. Anyway, so that chore done. On to the next. I know they've had it with their chicken cob, so they're over it. Alright, woohoo! Well, at least they'll have a nest, and I'll be able to, I don't know, well, I don't know. I might end up putting up high on something else once, like here, once I get everything done. So there'll be another little cheeky nest. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye.